Yeah. Give me a show, just like. Yeah. Yeah. What I'm talking about. There you go, George. There you go, George. The birthday girl. The whole month. Birthday girl. All right, y'all saw him clowning in the background.
We sit down, zooming and tired. We sweating. Already. I'm telling you.
Welcome, everybody. This is what you're about to get involved in right here. If you don't know what you're about to get involved in, here it is. It's the Let's Talk Coverage Over Cocktail show. Join this show every Friday night from 8:30 to 10:30. These are all the panelists right here on the flyer, right here in front of you right now, giving you a wave, and they're about to teach you how to leverage your insurance. They're about to teach you how to protect your family. They're about to teach you how to become your own bank. With no more further ado, here are the ladies of the Let's Talk Coverage Over Cocktail show on Real Talk 100 Radio.
Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Hey, welcome everybody for joining us tonight. It's Friday, October 28th?
7th.
28th. Hey,
27th.
27th. Okay,
Yeah,
October 27th.
On the other side of the world, it's the 28th.
Okay,
that's what you
on the other side of the world. I
I
want to thank each and every one of you for joining us tonight. We've got an exceptional show for you tonight. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of insurance talk while we talk coverage of cocktails, ladies.
Yeah.
And then we also have to do something new that we're going to introduce you to. So thank you again for joining us. And while we talk coverage over cocktails, we have, along with this phenomenal panelists that to my right, I have Miss Kimberly Hutchison from Palestine, Texas. And then Miss Denise Kinder from Palestine, Texas.
Yes.
And on my right here, I have Miss Barbara Calvert from Missouri City.
Hey, everybody.
By way of what, Arkansas?
By way of Arkansas.
And y'all, I'm from Conroe, Texas, right down the street.
I know.
Right down the street. Welcome.
Awesome. So you guys, this month, all month long, has been Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it's also been National Domestic Violence Month.
Yes.
And we all know somebody that has went through or suffered through each and every one of those situations.
Right.
Whether they found out they had breast cancer and they dealt with that for a while, or even died of breast cancer. And we also know people that have gone through domestic violence. So just want to give some FYI information while we have time before we get started tonight. In honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I want to give you the American Cancer Society hotline number. If you suspect that you have breast cancer and you want to speak to somebody and you want to ask questions to see if you may be experiencing some signs and symptoms of breast cancer, there is a 1-800 number that you'll call, and that number is 1-800-227-2345. Again, for the American Cancer Society, that number is 1-800-227-2345. So it's a free hotline that you can call and ask questions, and they can further direct you in where you need to go to get checked out or give you some more information on it, so you'll be more aware of what to look for in that area. And also, we want to also acknowledge this being Domestic Violence Awareness Month as well. And a lot of times we see things and we turn the other eye because we don't want to get in somebody else's business, right? Because we are scared that they're going to stay there if we try to help them. I've seen that before, and I understand how people can feel that way. However, there is a hotline number that you can give that person to call if they need help and want to get out of their domestic violence situation. And that number is 1-800-799-7233. That's the National Domestic Violence number. If you are in a situation and you know that it's bad and it's gotten physical, don't stay there. Don't let it be too late before you get out of there. Because a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, when you're in a relationship or you're dealing with somebody that has hit you once or twice and said that they'll never do it again, 9 times out of 10, yes, they're going to do it again and again.
Right.
And again.
It's an ongoing thing.
Yeah. And then after that, they're going to do it again.
And again.
And again.
And again.
Until you're gone.
And then so sometimes at some point
somebody get hurt.
Somebody gets seriously hurt and there's no return.
Right.
So again, like Kim says, if you know of anyone that's been in this situation or that is in this situation at the present time, you guys reach out to those people and have them to reach out to someone.
Just give them
give them the 800 number. Leave it on a piece of paper somewhere, because I know it's one of those uncomfortable some conversations that people don't like to talk about, nor do people like to admit that they're in that situation.
True.
Because we have a tendency to be embarrassed about it,
Right.
And not want to let people know what's going on behind closed doors, and then sometimes it's too late.
That's right.
And especially the children, you have kids. I've read about it too many times where the dad's beating up the mom or bite the mom, because women are violent as well.
Yeah.
So we're not talking. We're not gonna say. We're not just gonna say it's women. It's men. There are some women out there just as violent as men. And they are very physical.
Okay.
They're very physical where there's children involved. The kids are sitting there, watching this fiasco, happen.
Right.
And then the older kid may try and say the mom or vice or the dad, and somebody end up really seriously hurt or even dead. So if you need help, and reach out for help, reach out for assistance.
Guys, I love this platform because not only are we speaking of talking coverage over cocktails, insurance coverage, but it is just a way to explore these type of situations, because eventually it will lead to that person you wonder if they had insurance coverage if something happened to them. If it did come.
Absolutely.
That's right.
So this is just a way for us to to reach out to individuals who are in those situations, and like you guys said, there are the hotline numbers that they can contact. But before anything like that occurs, just reach out to us, regarding your coverage. Those are things that you don't really think about in heated moments like that. The breast cancer, just like the young lady, the mentor that was speaking to us last night about our other venture that we're going to elaborate on. She had an unexpected breast cancer scare.
Oh wow.
So it's so many situations, and she was in that situation where she was nearly lost everything. So it's we speak of these kind of topics so that you can just be conscious of what it is that you need to do.
That's right.
Getting yourself covered.
And on another note too, there are men out there that are now they're finding out that has breast cancer.
Yeah.
So men,
That's
you
right.
too
Yes.
need to go out and get with your physician and get your breast checked out. To make sure that you don't have symptoms or symptoms are beginning to occur that you may not think a lot about. You may have an uncomfortable feeling or something like that. Follow up with your physician just to make sure
Right.
everything's okay, or if they can even catch something early in the early stages.
That's right.
That you may not think, because men are used to working out and they think maybe they're just sore or whatever.
Right.
Unlike women, we feel we do our little check things and we feel lumps or
Mm-hmm.
unusual little mass positions on our breast.
Right.
So we can easily detect it a lot of times. But men, you guys out there working out, lifting iron, or what you call iron?
Weights.
Right.
Well,
You
Richard
lift the weight.
Roundtree was a prime example.
Yes,
and we just lost him, right?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he he conquered that battle for a while, but I guess he just succumbed to what, I don't know what he passed away from, but he had breast cancer also.
But let me tell y'all this, and I hope this doesn't sound like I'm just not having a heart about it. But if you have, if breast cancer run in your family and you haven't been diagnosed with it, I'd go ahead and get me some life insurance.
Yes,
Absolutely.
True.
I would go ahead and
Absolutely.
get me some whole life insurance, because by it having those living benefits, you guys, that would take care of you in case. That's that just in case.
Just in case.
That just in
And
case.
you never know.
Yeah, you've
Just
been
in case
proactive,
policy.
so
That's
you
right.
You never
definitely
know.
need to go ahead and take care of it, because once it happens,
I'm over here singing,
you can't.
waiting for y'all to
can't
get it.
get
Just
covered.
in case.
Mhm.
Just in case. And taking you home and see you for the last time, baby.
I'm sitting over here waiting.
Yes.
I'm
See,
instigating today.
it went over my head. I forgot that one.
It went over your head?
Yeah, I forgot that one.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
y'all.
That's
I
all
love
right.
music. Always.
You know, she's a choir director too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I used to be a choir
Choir
director over 20-something odd years.
I can see you too.
She wanted them hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I did.
That's what you
Get down with it.
That's back in the day.
And did.
And
I did.
No, Malcolm, back in the day, that's when she be riding dirty with all them kids.
Yes.
Kids be leaning out the window.
Oh,
yeah, babe, Malcolm
Get
kids.
everybody keys.
Then she drop them off. Then she go back for another load. They be riding dirty. Mine be in that. Mine would be in that too.
Okay.
We ain't gonna kill nobody. We ain't gonna let nobody die.
Don't
Everybody
let
was all
nobody
right.
die.
Hey, man,
Mama be at
kids
work.
coming down 45.
Yeah.
We be
Getting it.
it was gospel music, R&B, it don't matter. It's just
Right.
music.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Y'all,
We get
gosh, I'm telling you.
And then I want to say this about domestic violence. And this isn't a throw slugs at anybody, but if you are in a
slug.
throw the slug.
Throw the slug.
Okay,
Go
if
on,
you
break it
decide
down.
that you want to stay in a dysfunctional relationship,
Go on.
go ahead and get you some life insurance so it'll help somebody take care of your kids.
Mhm.
Hello.
I've seen
Yeah.
too many situations where grandma, auntie, somebody in the family got to take care
That's right.
of some families because take care of kids
Yeah.
because somebody stayed too long in a
Mhm.
situation that was not good for them, wasn't
Mhm.
conducive for them or the children.
Mhm.
And then people are put them in a bad place trying to take care of other folks' children.
Mhm.
And let me say something right quick. If you guys are out there watching the show right now, please like and share.
Yes.
Like and share. So maybe someone else will pick up on this program and they'll see these numbers, even if they don't want to say anything to you. At least the numbers. Malcolm put the numbers up on the board there from a moment ago. Pass it, just send it to somebody. That you even may think they may be in an abusive relationship. Just kindly, politely say, hey, watch this.
Yeah, watch it. Yeah.
Watch this.
Exactly.
It's sometimes it's not what we do, it's how we do it. And we can always
Right.
find a way to do some stuff.
Okay.
We're not done there.
Right.
Say that
right.
again.
It's
It ain't what you do.
It's how you do it.
Okay.
And we can always find a way to do some stuff.
That's
if
right.
you really want to take care
If
of
you
the
really want to
situation.
take care of
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. Because y'all know it was in the news just a week or so ago or a couple of weeks ago where this because we need to check in on our young people, our young teenagers.
Yes.
You know, the young man killed the teenager.
Mhm.
You know, it was his girlfriend or something.
Yes, shot her
Did you-
20-something times.
Did you see the family attacking
Yes.
in the courtroom?
Yes.
I would have been. I
No,
would have been that
I would have
family.
been. I would have been one
Yeah.
of
Do
them.
you blame them?
Well,
I would not be
Yeah.
responsible for my actions if I had been in that situation
Yes.
because that's my loved one, that's my child.
Right.
They would
Mhm.
probably have to just cut me on off. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm
Yeah.
a sniper. I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you.
What kind of
I've
rage
been a
can make you
sniper
do that to
because
that young
You gonna
lady?
be on the
you know?
15th floor?
I'm gonna be on the 15th floor.
Yeah.
Not the 13th floor, but
Hey.
the 15th. Because I can shoot from down up there for real, for real.
You gonna pick him off?
Yeah, but
She's
we
a
got to
bougie
look in on our
gangster.
young
Bougie.
people, you know, just to make sure that
The
everything
gangster will come
okay.
out, Conroe.
I know.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It
That's
is
just
what it
yeah.
is. It
I
is
know.
what it is. But you
Yeah.
know
It
what?
doesn't matter what
I hate
age.
to say it, but I blame a lot of this domestic violence and stuff like that, it being acceptable because they see so much on TV and they hear
Yeah.
so much in the new
Right,
style music to where
Right,
they're thinking
right.
that this is acceptable or this
And
gives them a
okay.
reason to think that it's acceptable
right,
and that it's
right.
okay. I
Mhm.
can't stand when I hear young people call each other the B word, the H
Mhm.
word, and they act
B
like it's
word.
an acceptable
Mhm.
way to address
Mhm.
them.
Mhm.
Don't address me by nothing but Mrs. And I
Get it
lived for a long time to be
Mhm.
able to be called Mrs.
Mhm.
Miss,
Right.
Mrs.
Mhm.
Minister Kim, but you're gonna put a handle.
You gonna
on
put a
it.
handle on it.
Put a
Right.
handle
Yeah.
on my name.
You gonna, yeah.
You gonna
Yeah.
put some respect on my name.
Hey,
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 on my name.
hey. Put some respect on my name.
Hey,
Hey.
Oh, that gangster came out there.
real quick. After she said Minister Kim.
Right. I did say that,
Sound like Birdman over there.
and I did.
Goodness.
Because I'm from the South End, Palestine, Texas, where it goes down in the dirty, dirty South. Let's go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and share. Get
And
people
like.
on the come on and have some cocktails with us tonight.
Check it out.
And let's have a
Yes.
conversation. Go ahead, hit that like button. Go ahead and make a comment. Let us know that you're out there. Talk back if you can. We want to holler at
We
you.
talk back too.
Yeah, we do.
We talk
And
back.
what's
Talk
the
to
number,
us.
so they
We
can
talk
call in?
back.
The number to call in is 832-560-2885. I'll put it scrolling
Right.
on the bottom of the screen in a
Please
minute.
do.
If you have any questions about life insurance, you have any questions, I don't care if it's your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your niece, your ex, everybody needs life insurance.
Yeah,
Everybody.
Everybody.
Mhm.
If you have
Everybody.
if you have someone who's currently in a domestically violent relationship,
Yes.
tag them in this video. Tag them. I know we're talking about coverage, we're talking about life insurance, but it's all relevant. It's all
We're
relevant.
talking about life period.
It's life.
Life.
We're talking about life period.
It's an everyday thing.
It's an everyday thing, and you have to be covered one way or the other.
Right.
Right.
Time is winding up for us all.
Mm-hmm.
We were born to die.
Yeah.
The thing is, while you're here, what are you going to do? How are you going to leave a legacy for the ones that live on after you?
Right.
That's
Right.
right.
That's where insurance come in.
Yeah.
to
What
me.
is your last
Mhm.
love letter to your family?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Yes.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What is your
Yeah.
last love letter to your
We
family?
don't want to have one of those.
gotta have one.
Not in the wrong way.
Right.
Right.
know.
Right. Not in the wrong way. But
Exactly.
natural, yes. If there's issues, yes. But just not have one because some craziness goes on. We don't want that kind.
We don't want that
Mhm.
kind.
Because that happens every day. There's a lot of craziness going on in this world
Mhm.
where you're not you can guarantee you can not be guaranteed to walk out the door and be safe.
Absolutely.
Right.
Right.
Just walk out the door and craziness happens.
Case in point, was that Maine?
Maine, yeah. the
He-
guy-
He shot 18 people?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just because he was
Just
mad at his
because.
girlfriend or whatever the case was.
But that's what it
There-
was.
I think that's what they
It's
kept
crazy.
saying. That, but who knows?
Innocent
They'll
people.
find it. And they
Innocent
had,
people.
they had found
They
him.
haven't found him yet.
They
He
have
could be
not
here in
found him.
Texas for all we know.
That's
Right.
right.
Mhm.
That
That just shows that anything could happen to us at any given time.
That's right.
You know.
Life is nothing is guaranteed in
Mhm.
life.
Yeah, it's like-
taxes and death.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Taxes and death.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all talking about the love letters. It's like now, it's like we don't expect anything to happen, but maybe
No.
we should just
Yeah.
take some time to sit and talk to our family and, write out a letter.
Write a letter, yeah.
It
pays,
You don't know.
because it's crazy stuff going on all the time, guys. And on that note, we offer 3 types of insurance, right?
Right.
We have term,
Yeah.
return of premium, which is
Yeah.
ROP. We call it ROP for short, and permanent insurance. And with all of those, guys, there's something out that we can find for each one of you. Again, it depends on your health,
Right.
but there's there's one.
Come in. It can be someone to talk to.
Come in. Satisfaction guarantee.
Don't stop singing now. We got a caller. We have a caller
All right.
to the Let's Talk Coverage Cocktail Show. Who do we have?
They don't need to stop singing.
Hey, okay. Go, Neil. Hey, Mrs. Go.
Good evening, ladies.
Good
How are y'all doing?
How you doing?
Good.
I'm doing okay. I'm just calling about your topics tonight because, I've dealt with both of them. Lost my grandmother to breast cancer, and as far as the domestic violence stuff goes, I dealt with that in my former life as a police officer, and saw way too much of that stuff.
Yes.
And I think you guys are really touching on some good topics there.
Thank
you.
Talking about that, because it's just, the laws have come a long way, because back in my day when I had to respond to those calls, it was, our hands were really tied. We would walk up there and knock on the door. They'd let us in, and we'd end up, trying to get things calmed down, but you couldn't do much more than that unless somebody wanted to file charges against the other person.
Right.
Nowadays, when a police officer walks in your front door, it's automatic. If they see marks on somebody, then the other person's going to jail right away. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah.
Which I think is, is a big plus. And I think you guys were just talking about that main shooter. They found his body. He killed himself.
Well, thank you. Thank you for enlightening us, filling us in on that.
Wow, thank you for that information.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. He killed himself. So they're supposed to do a news conference or something today.
Okay.
But he did himself in. So, but that just stems from mental illness and
exactly. And we're going to have a
this
guest on at some point in time talking about mental illnesses and how it actually coincides with insurance as well, dear.
Absolutely. Because it's just, domestic violence is not something that somebody is born with. That's something that somebody is shown and taught from their parents or their relatives.
Right.
That's right. James, what would you say contributes to a lot of domestic violence? What, in your opinion, what you have seen and experienced as a police officer and dealt with domestic violence, what would you say is the main contributor from your viewpoint?
Well, I think one of the main things is that the one partner, they actually tear that person down. They tear down their character. They make them feel like they're nothing, and so that's why they stay in that relationship. They make them think they can't do anything without them, and they just tear down their what's the word I'm thinking of?
Self-esteem.
Yeah, it's just, but that behavior is taught. It's just like everything else, racism, all that stuff. That's taught to people. It's taught to our younger generation.
Right.
They watch the older folks do it, whatever, and they think it's acceptable.
Right.
And stuff, and no one tells them otherwise. And that's part of us educating our younger children of what's right and what's wrong, and that's definitely wrong. domestic violence is terrible. It's terrible because if you let it go, eventually, like you said, it's going to end up in somebody getting hurt very seriously or somebody getting killed.
Right.
And it may not even be you or your spouse. It may be one of your children that get killed because they decide to jump in. They decide to jump in and stop something.
Yes. Yes.
Right. That is right. One of the main things my husband always says whenever our children are in a relationship, first thing my husband says to the guy is, now, if she pisses you off bad enough the way you want to put your hands on her, bring home back to the house.
Right.
So I won't have to do nothing to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's his main thing.
And that's why it's so important for people or individuals to get themselves out of that situation, because that can involve a lot of family members.
That's right.
And a lot of people getting hurt, or a lot of people going to jail.
That's right.
Trying to protect someone else.
That's right.
Because I know
that's right.
Yeah.
I know how I feel about mine.
Yeah. So people stay in that situation, and then the other thing is family members do get involved sometimes, and then that person, they get them out of it, and then they go right back. Because that person has promised to, I won't ever do it again, or bring them flowers and candy and all of that, and they go right back into that situation where, again, it starts all over again. The process starts all over. Then you get family members involved again, and finally somebody was like, "The hell with this! I'm done."
Right.
And then you get that person get into that violence again. That person end up dead. Then the person who tried to help feels guilty because they didn't do anything the last time.
Right.
So
exactly. Exactly. I mean, domestic violence is just a revolving door.
Sure.
That's all it is.
Yes, I agree.
It's just a revolving door, because that person, they're gonna do whatever to try and get you back to come back or whatever, but then the behavior's gonna continue.
That's
right.
It's not gonna stop.
And again, that's why we can intertwine making sure that there's insurance coverage on your family.
Right.
Yeah.
Making sure that it boils back down to, again, making sure that you have that coverage on that family member.
Right.
Or your family, because craziness is happening every day. Craziness is happening every day.
But don't misunderstand what we're saying about that. Somebody take what we said and mix it up and say, okay, I'm gonna put insurance on him because he kicking my butt.
No, we're not saying that. No, don't go out there and kill nobody. No.
Because some folks will take it like that. They'll get us all mixed up. Don't do that.
We're not talking about
that. Being proactive and protecting.
That's right. That's right. Be proactive.
And with your kids. And you got kids, small kids.
That's right.
Yes.
You have to protect yourselves.
I used to teach, work for the Anderson County Crisis Center. Remember, Kim?
I do remember.
I worked the cases of family violence, going into the schools, teaching about family violence. And you know how many children would come to me in private and talk about the violence that's going on in their homes? And then we have to report that stuff. Do you know how many people end up trying to protect themselves? And they end up killing the person that's actually doing the physical violence to them, and they end up going to prison. That blew my mind. It happened, and to the point where I just couldn't take it anymore. I said, I'm done in this field, because it's like
you can do anything,
because I can't do. You can't do anything. Your hands are tied, and then the person that's trying to protect themselves and may have been beaten for months and years, and they've gotten so tired of it, and they start to fight back.
That's right.
And they may hit that person one time, and kill them. And then they end up going to prison for trying to. I'm like, what kind of craziness is that?
Right.
That's absolutely nuts.
That's right.
Yep. But that's what happens a lot of times. That's what happens. I mean, they just reach a breaking point. Everybody has a breaking point.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's just it just takes takes some people a lot longer to get to that breaking point.
Yeah.
But, how many broken bones or whatever do you get in between that time?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Right. And so I think it's important that you guys are discussing that and putting those numbers out to people and giving them, some avenues to try. But at the same time, it's like you said, we gotta watch out for people. If you got somebody in your family that all of a sudden, you start noticing some bruise marks on their arm or around their neck, and you say, "Hey, what happened?" Whatever, and they give you some excuse.
I ran into the door.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I fell, I tripped, whatever.
Here's hello, Lisa.
And if I see somebody out there doing violence, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna either help try and protect them. I'm gonna report it. So don't let me out there in the streets. See you trying to do some family violence. I'm gonna tell you now.
She's from Conroe,
I'm from Conroe. I got a band in the back of my car.
But see, you don't want.
I don't know. Ain't gonna be used to bust no windows out either.
I know
and with what my better half is saying, I mean, I feel that way about our kids. I mean, if something happened to our daughters or did something to them or whatever, hey, I'm going to come a calling.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he has spoken.
He has spoken.
Indeed.
Awesome.
That's right.
Yeah,
That is
thank
awesome.
you, dear.
So the bottom line really is, if you're in a domestic violence situation,
Get out.
do yourself and your family members and your loved ones the justice of getting out.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it don't just affect you, but it affects
Affects
everybody around you, your whole family,
Yes.
immediate family, and everybody around you, friends included.
Yes.
close
Hey,
friends
Lisa.
included.
Hi, Lisa.
Yeah. So we want to give a shout out to Veronica, who's not with us today. She's normally here on the panel with us. Veronica had surgery a couple of days ago, and she wasn't able to make it
Hey,
tonight.
Mhm.
We know that you're watching and that you're with us.
Yes. Yes,
Hey,
Veronica.
Hey,
Get
Ronnie.
well soon.
Thank you,
Please
dear, for
do.
calling in.
All right, you guys take care and you have a good show.
Thank you,
James.
Thank you, dear.
All right.
Bye.
All right, take care. Bye.
Yeah. Guys, I think about the little kids that are involved in
know
situations like that.
Yeah.
They're actually sitting up watching that, and like you were saying,
Yep.
you like the centers where the little kids. I don't know how young they were, but
Elementary school.
yeah, and just imagine how their performance is in school.
Yeah.
They're scared.
Worried.
Yeah.
They
Worried
can't-
about something they shouldn't have to wear.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
Or if they
Absolutely.
tear their dress, or and if they get stains on their clothes, they got to go home. They're gonna get in trouble.
Yes.
It's simple by their dad, because their dad's violent. Not even,
Right.
not only towards the mother,
Toward the
but
kids.
towards
Yeah.
the kids as well.
That's right.
Dog.
Man,
Everybody,
I
mad
didn't-
everybody.
I done seen dogs get kicked. I'm like, dude, why you kick your dog?
Right.
I bet you want to.
Mhm.
That's not in my house, but I've seen it. I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen
yeah.
it too.
you kick the
Starve
dog
them,
because you
all
mad.
that kind of stuff.
and the dog ain't did nothing.
The dog looking at you like,
What did I do?
so.
He'll be glad I invite you.
But
Right.
that's it's crazy.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy.
Mhm.
So again, guys, Kim, you want to give those numbers out one more time?
Yes,
Then
I'd
we'll go
love
the
to.
subject.
So for those that may be having symptoms of breast cancer and you want to speak to somebody, you want to just talk to somebody just to kind of get an idea of if what you're feeling is related to breast cancer. The American Cancer Society has a hotline number that you can call and speak to somebody for free. And that number is 1-800-227-2345. Again, American Cancer Society number is 1-800-227-2345. And for those that are in a domestic violence situation, or if you know someone who is in a domestic violence situation and you want to give them some information to get some help as quickly as possible,
Yes.
there is a 1-800 number that you can call for the National Domestic Violence. And that 1-800 number, you can call it for free, 1-800-799-7233. Again, for the National Domestic Violence, that number is 1-800-799-7233. You can call these numbers 24/7, and someone is there to advocate and talk to you about either one of these two subjects. Okay.
Mhm.
And again,
Awesome.
guys, like and share this program. As I said earlier, you may not feel comfortable giving someone the numbers, but at least it's on, it's on the show screen at some point in time. They can always go back and watch the show. and get
right.
those numbers. So again, please like and share the program if you guys can, because we're all over the United States. So
Absolutely.
on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, actually. So please share the numbers. So make sure that if there's anybody out there that's going through these situations, that they have numbers that they can actually call and speak with someone.
Absolutely. Give us a call tonight. We want to talk to you. So give us a call.
Yes.
That number here where we are located live and direct is 832-560-2885. Talk to us. We talk back. 832-560-2885. We want to know what's on your mind. We want to answer any questions that's within our scope to answer for you. Don't call here with no craziness. Ain't nobody gonna be bothered like that. You might get an answer you don't want to hear. However, we're talking insurance and we're talking some real life situations.
Yes.
We want to put some awareness out there in the community, okay?
Yes.
We want to get everybody to talk about, have conversations that are uncomfortable to have. So let's have these conversations. And if you don't want to talk to your family members or your thank you. You can call us at any time.
We'll talk to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just give us a call. We'll be happy to talk to you and help out any way that we can. We're here to help, and we're proud of what we do for our community as well as for our loved ones.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to make sure that the communities are aware of what they need to do as far as having insurance coverage for their families, their kids, and the different types of insurance. So if you guys out there that are watching and you have questions about any type of coverage you may be curious about, if you can get or not get, call us and we'll discuss it with you. Again, we have 3 types of insurance that we offer: term, we have ROP, which is return of premiums, and permanent insurance. And all of those entail something that can be available for you and that fits your budget. Because you can get an insurance for what would you say? About $50, $50, $50.
It just depends on your budget.
Yeah, $50 a month.
Around your budget.
50 cents, $50, for $50 a month. Again, it boils down to your health, and your age.
That's right.
So we'll definitely try to find something that fits your budget.
Right.
So call us.
And guys, a lot of you out there that you may say, well, I have insurance, I don't need anything. Just take some time to have someone look over your coverage just to make sure that you have the right kind of coverage.
That's right.
And that is going to cover, everything that you think it's covering.
That's
So
right.
we'll take a look at it, and if it's fine, then great. That's what we're here for, to make sure that everything is good. But if it's something that you can add to, because you can never have enough coverage.
You can never have too much.
That's
Absolutely. Especially if you guys out there have those term policies and you're about to hit 64, 64, you need to definitely go ahead and take a look at that policy, because once you hit 64, it expires.
Or if you have a term policy and it was bought when you were real young,
go back and look at it.
Right. And it's a 30-year term, 20-year term. You need to check and see what the expiration date is on that policy.
Right.
Because if it's not a return of premium type term policy, then what's going to happen is when it ends, you ain't got nothing. You got zero zip. Nada.
Because I know a couple of older people, I'm talking approach like 80 and over, like 80, 86 or so.
Okay.
They didn't have the agent available to look over that policy because they were aging out of the policy.
Yeah.
So had they had an agent that could look over that, just kind of guide them and let them know, okay, well, this is coming to an end in, when you approach, after 85, then there could be something else available for them.
Right.
Instead of just losing out, you outlived your policy and then now there's nothing.
Right. Ooh, yeah. You don't want to get caught in that situation and something drastic does occur and you end up having nothing. There's nothing. So
you don't want to be caught like that.
No.
And a lot of times when you can't get life insurance, you can always get prepaid insurance, prepaid burial insurance.
Right.
And we can talk about that. We can have that conversation as well. because with prepaid burial, you don't have to worry so much about what your condition is.
Mhm.
Right.
Or anything like that. You can pay that out on term, and everything that you pay toward that policy goes directly to the burial, your
Mhm.
burial. And we'll check and see if the funeral home of your choice actually takes prepaid burial. And if they do, we can go ahead and prearrange all that
Mhm.
thing. It won't be
Right.
nobody arguing about
nothing.
what they got to argue about the
Nothing.
casket.
Right.
You can make sure the casket wide enough.
You rolling
You
out.
can make make sure they got
Because
to squish
inquiring
somebody
minds-
that's outside.
Inquiring minds
Like
want to
that.
know.
Inquiring minds squished up in there like this.
Hey, y'all.
Like this.
Y'all, I have to tell y'all. I have to ask a
And then I'll be
question.
like, why is he squished up in there? And he'll be like, oh, sister couldn't afford it.
And then people talking bad about me laying up in that sleep. Like, why you put me in this little small tight place?
That's real talk though. We laughing. We laughing, but that's real.
He did.
It is.
So,
It
Because
really
we'll
is.
say something.
Yeah.
You know what?
I know,
We'll
but
end up
he
That's
probably looking
probably-
down on me now.
That's probably why they be fighting. Why you got my uncle in there squeezed up in there like a sardine?
Yes.
You know, that's probably why they.
I wanted to know because to me it didn't make no sense.
No,
Because
Right.
what you gonna do in the end? You
No,
just
Michelle,
gonna go
no.
back to
Dead
dust.
Right.
Wait, you know another $1,600.
That's it.
What? Took the money from the tombstone. Yeah. Why you do that?
Yeah.
No, I had a cousin, that passed away during COVID, and he was really tall, y'all.
They had to put some length on it.
Yeah, they should have.
But they couldn't.
what they did
Did
to
they
him?
hand the head up to
Kim,
her?
you can answer
Yeah,
that.
he was short. I mean, and I'm laughing, but it was like, where's, he's
Kim, what they
very
do in that
tall. I mean, he was
situation?
tall.
Kim,
You know, do they
Kim,
break
what
their
they do?
legs and stuff and fold them up in there?
Well, they
Oh,
did. They
yeah,
did
teach
something
them.
like, come
Go
on
back.
now.
Go back to the
They
No
might
matter how
have been sitting right
breaks
beside him
legs,
under there.
break
Yeah.
legs.
They
So
got
it's
legs
like,
folded.
come on now.
We're trying to figure out. Those are questions
So,
again.
yeah.
Yeah,
One of those uncomfortable
it
conversations.
is. It is.
But one of those questions that's not a dumb question.
It's
It's
not a dumb
not.
question.
It
It's
is
not.
not.
If you 6'8" and they got you in a 6-foot coffin,
Yes.
where's the upper part?
Come on now.
And I'm just asking for a
Take a
friend.
drink
That's
on
all.
that
Can we go to commercial?
The doors of the church are now
No, if that
Mm.
person is going to be too tall, just like if they're too wide, then we
Too
have the
wide,
option
too
to.
wide. We can't.
There she go. She's starting it up. We're gonna we're able to order a
Okay.
casket that is long enough to fit that person in.
We just need to know
Yeah.
that question. Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
And,
You- we
and that's
can-
that's
we
just real
we
life,
can add a
real
custom-
talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
We
order
need to
a
know.
customized,
Take that in
customized
consideration.
casket.
Mhm.
Joyce,
We're
Yes,
not gonna
sir.
cut nobody's legs.
someone's talking to you.
Who is that?
James,
Mine better be. That's Kim. Kim. She gonna handle you, baby.
James, I got you, play. I got you. I got
If
you.
Oh
she
my
don't, you
God.
won't feel it.
I ain't gonna be in no
I'm gonna make
no.
sure.
I'm not gonna be
She ain't gonna
mentally
be mentally
aware.
aware, but I'm gonna watch everything.
Okay.
James say, don't
I'm
cut
gonna
my knees
I'm gonna watch
off.
everything.
Okay. Don't bend me up.
James say, don't cut my knees off. I'm coming back to get you.
That's right.
Watch on your dreams.
We just know, baby, we ain't gonna have we gonna try and find you a Harley one. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Take like a Harley.
Oh,
I don't
my
know how
But
we
you
gonna
know,
get you in that one.
nowadays, I just seen on Facebook just a couple days ago that they like buried them in a coffee table where you could just see them.
Yeah.
Oh,
and they
yeah, I
be
was seeing
served,
that.
like
Yeah.
I don't want
that's
that.
crazy.
No, I don't want that.
I don't want grandma sitting in the living room with us and she dead.
Who doing that?
Oh yeah, they sold it on. Some people are getting their loved ones preserved like that
And put them in their house.
Like
You
taxidermy.
remember the,
Yeah.
you remember,
Yeah.
you
Hell
remember,
no,
the-
ma'am.
you remember the old school tables that was made out of like ceramic? but-
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
But you
see
can-
through
you can
and
see
all
Yeah,
through
with
that.
a see-through.
Yeah.
They resin.
Yes.
Resin. They putting your deceased family member
Uh-huh.
in
They-
resin.
And not in my
They
house.
doing too
and
much.
we're all sitting there watching football
Yeah.
on the
They
big
watching
screen,
grandma
and
looking
grandma
up at
sitting
you.
right there looking at you. And
Oh,
Who doing
no.
that?
I
Yeah.
can see if
And
it was
her
in
dress
some
on
kind
legs.
of
That's it.
mausoleum or something. But no,
Yeah, I don't want that.
No, you can, that's
I don't want
I
that. I can't explain it to my
I cannot do
grandkids.
that.
That is too.
No.
Why is
Did
grandma
you guys?
dead and she's still in here?
What about-
Sleep.
What about this is something else, and this is related to insurance actually. I
Okay.
think I read another story about families are taking advantage of, I forgot the bill. Y'all might know what I'm talking about. I forgot the verbiage,
Okay.
but they're taking advantage of some kind of bill where they can leverage. I can't put my words together, but they're burying their family in their backyards
Yeah.
and they're benefiting off of it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's what Donald Trump did.
Yeah.
His wife buried on the golf course, right? Yeah, he did. In
But
Florida.
I heard something about people burying their folks in the backyard.
If they
And
bury them in the
uh,
backyard, they can. It's something they can do with the land. It's called.
Yes.
It's
like a homestead.
Yes.
It's something like
It's-
homesteading, but I can't remember exactly what it's called. But
You know what I'm talking about.
yes,
I
I
was
want to say
like,
it makes it tax exempt as if it's a cemetery.
yes, exactly.
Mm.
Something exactly.
Yeah,
They're
Everybody makes
burying,
that lane.
burying their family.
Baby, you
That
ain't
way.
going in the backyard.
But see,
Because I got barbecue stuff and
Yeah.
my bar is out there.
You can feed
Well, like
them.
for
You
a
can
lot
feed
of
them some
people-
barbecue.
I ain't doing. He'll eat no number chicken breast anyway.
Oh, that's all they eat. Okay.
Yeah.
a lot of people that might have had like a lot of land or something, I could see them doing like
Yeah, a lot of
portion
land.
their
away
property.
from the house.
Away from the house. yeah.
Away
Not in
from
my
the
backyard.
Mhm.
not where the kids play.
Right.
Not where the kids play. 'Cause I can
And
see
the
my
dogs
grandbaby
and then
down
the
there.
dog
And dogs digging up folks.
Oh no.
Okay. Hey, did you guys see The Burial with Jamie Foxx?
I haven't watched it. My
Ready.
husband said it is very
You
good.
got y'all need to take a look at it because it has to do with insurance and
My
whatnot
husband
also.
said that.
Really?
The burial, the burial with Jamie
That's the name of
Foxx.
it?
Mhm.
And I
It's
can't
called
think
The
of the
Burial.
guy's
It is
name.
very,
And
very
it's
good.
on what? Is it
What
on
was it on?
Netflix?
It's on. Well, it's on our Prime.
Prime.
Prime
Yeah, I think it
TV.
was on Prime. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The burial with
Oh,
Jamie
yeah.
Foxx.
Mhm.
My husband
It-
said
it's
that's
extremely
But I've
good.
seen the preview.
Mhm.
Okay. He said it was very, very good.
Okay,
What
ladies.
is it on Hulu? What?
Prime.
I think it's on Prime.
Prime Video.
You might see it on
Amazon.
Hulu. Also, we have.
No, it's not on Hulu yet.
It's not.
I don't remember seeing it on Hulu. I watch Hulu.
Mm.
Ooh.
That's my TV.
Is that the
Hulu
movie that when he got sick?
No.
No. He played this attorney. The attorney's still alive. It was based on a true story. You know, some of the episodes is kind of fictional, but you know, it's based on a true story.
Okay.
And yeah, it's
Well,
I don't want
watch
to tell the
that.
story because
Yeah, we're gonna have to go watch that.
We
We're
have
gonna
to
talk
watch
about
that too.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
so okay. Well, on
But
that
you
note,
asked, is
funeral
that the
homes
movie that
and
he actually got
insurance.
sick
Yeah, how they
on
took
and
advantage
was in the
of all
hospital
these
for all
black
the
children.
time? I don't know.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I'm not
really really good.
right.
Mhm.
I like Kimmy.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the life insurance, but we also can let them know that if they have everything taken care of and everything, and they know family members, of course they need to get their family members, set up straight. And if they want to do that just free-hearted, that's great. But with us, we can hook you up and show you how to also get compensated on helping your family members, get life insurance and get in place. We have a great compensation plan. We do mission before the commission, but the commission is great. It is because look, everything's going up, groceries going up. You can't buy a bag of peanuts for
tell me
$1
about
no
it.
more.
Man, a bag of chips.
Yeah, a bag of chips, $3.
$3.
But we do have a great compensation plan.
That's right.
If you are interested in making some extra income, helping your family and helping yourself as well, because you can make money helping yourself.
Right.
Also, give us a call on that. This company pays you 12 months in advance on a policy. So give us a call and, ask.
We get paid
inquire
twice a week
about
too.
how do you
So that's
get
8 times a
compensated.
month.
8 times a month.
Yes, it's wonderful. It's
You
wonderful.
get paid.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful.
guys, if you guys are interested in earning, like Denise says, earning extra money, give us a call because we all are hiring
We are.
in our business, and we're teaching you guys the insurance way. We train you, free training involved. Ongoing trainings. There's training in your back office. You do get a platform to work with. You are your own boss. You work on your own time.
Right.
And it's a good thing. Again, we get paid twice a week, so that's 8 times a month we get paid just for helping people.
That's
You know,
it.
educating the communities, going out sharing this insurances, the different insurances that are available to families. So we're people helping people.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And everything.
Absolutely. We're entrepreneurs.
So we're entrepreneurs. Yeah. So if you ever want to own your own business, this is the way to get involved and start out, because you're working from home. Again, you just need your cell phone and a laptop or a tablet. And you can must ain't no mind. Sorry.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
So you know, hey, and do your business. You make the kind of money that you feel like you want to make per week.
That's right.
Right? Am I right, Elaine?
You're
That's
right.
right.
You're
If
absolutely
you feel like
right.
you want to make $5,000 a week, hey, you gotta do the work.
Yeah.
Do the work. It's like do the work.
Right.
You put
Absolutely.
time in.
You can continue doing what you're doing, you know, and just just get with us, and you know, we have the means of helping you, assisting you pass the exam, the insurance licensing exam, and you can pass it in, you know, really a number of days, in anywhere from, you know, a couple of days to, you know, a month or so. You know, it's just a matter of how soon you want to get licensed.
Right.
We can help you achieve that. You can do it. Many people have done it in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Couple of hours.
Yeah.
Couple of hours.
So it's not a hard thing. Even if you're absolutely new to the industry, you can become a licensed insurance agent and make some really good extra income, part-time or full-time.
Yes, and we're in high demand for insurance agents, guys. Very high demand. We work with 25 different carriers, you know, that we can.
Look, Joe.
Take her glass away.
So
Got your back.
so we work with 25 different carriers, and of course, again, there's something that you'll be able to find for your client. There's some type of policy that you'll be able to find for your client with using all 25 of those carriers.
Right. You can do this full time or you can do it part time. It's about how bad you want it and how much money you want to make. You can do it in this industry.
I came in working it part time, actually working as an insurance agent and an insurance adjuster at the same time. So I felt like I had a desire to do life insurance. So I gave up that adjuster insurance and actually took on this, where I'm licensed over there of 21 different states. So I actually came over here doing life insurance because I felt like my need and my ability to go out and share this opportunity with other families was in a greater need than just doing the working as an insurance adjuster. You know, and I'm out there meeting people, and I enjoy talking to people. You know, letting them know about what we have to offer. And then once they hear it, not only do they want the policy for their husband or the wife and the grandkids or whatever, they want to get into the business.
They want to learn more about
They want to learn.
Yes.
They want to learn about the opportunity, because it's an opportunity to give them that extra income.
That's right.
You know, so,
Absolutely.
And that's for like 18 and over.
Yeah.
Right.
Even
That's
the
right.
young adults just coming out of high
No
school. If you're not
felonies.
quite sure what it is you want to do, this is a good opportunity to just jump in, get a great certification, a great license that can start you out making money immediately.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
even if you still have another pursuit in life, and that's wonderful. You know, if you want to attend college or whether you don't, you know, this is a great opportunity to start out. You know, get that license quickly. You know, way sooner than a lot of those things out there. So it's a good way to go ahead and start making money.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah,
That is
right.
Mr. James Schofield said, "If I can pass the test, anyone can. I have no previous experience with the arena."
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
I didn't either.
You
When I
actually
passed
don't
the
have
test,
to.
I
Yes.
had no experience
Mhm.
with life insurance, but I
Mhm.
learned so much and it was so interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning every day.
Yeah, it's
Every day.
definitely continue.
Every carrier
continued
brings something
education.
different to the table.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They
You're
I learned
constantly
something.
learning.
You're
Yes.
always learning. Always learning.
Yeah, always something that to learn, always
Mhm.
something to be excited about, because you're able to go take that information back to the community.
Yeah.
And our goal is to educate the community on the importance of having insurance.
Mhm.
You know, because there's a need out there for it, especially in our African American community as well as the Hispanic community. So we ain't discriminate when it comes to giving anybody a policy.
Right.
So we
Yeah,
want
it's for
everybody, you know, we want
Mhm.
everybody to have a policy, but our cultures are hurting because we don't have it.
Mhm.
We're setting up
Don't have it,
GoFundMe's,
don't
having
Mhm.
barbecue dinners to raise money for our loved ones and things like that. And we got to stop doing that. We got to
Mhm.
start, you know, taking some of that money that we're spending on these $300 and $400 tennis shoes and Louis Vuitton
iPhone.
purses and hair weaving and all that
Mhm.
stuff, and take care of our
Oh,
families.
hold up, not the weed.
Yes, the weave. You know, there's some cheaper weave. You know how we do it. I'm guilty. I've had some before. You know, you was my hairstylist.
Not the weed.
The $400 weave
Oh,
from
yeah.
Hills and Her Hair Company. Yeah,
Mhm.
you know.
I ain't went
And
there
I'm
yet.
guilty,
Kimberly-
and I didn't have no insurance, but I'm here buying some hair weave.
Kimberly say,
Yeah.
I'm my hair. We can
I understand. I understand. Keep the weed.
Hey.
welcome to the Let's Talk Coverage Over Cocktail Show. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with tonight?
This is Mr. Kinder.
Hey, Leonis.
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, we just up here talking.
Tell me what's going on.
What's
going on?
Glad to have you.
Cocktail. What you got for us tonight?
Well, I see y'all talking about cancer and domestic violence and all of that kind of good stuff.
Yes,
What's your
sir.
input? Got other stuff going on in the back. You can't hear us.
Mr.
Can you hear?
Mr. Kinder, please
Yes, sir.
Can you hear us?
turn down your phone or your monitor, please.
I'm going outside. Is that better?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Already.
All right. Denise is a cancer survivor,
Yeah.
and I'm so glad that, you know, she's able. I don't know if she's given a portion of her testimony, but God has been mighty good to her and brought her from a mighty long ways.
Yes.
I myself has been dealing with cancer from my children's mother, who passed away in my arms due to cancer. It's not a good thing, but I'm glad that you all are being able to talk about it and to assure somebody else that may hear this or see this that God is yet able, and I'm not going to go into all of that, but you know that He's able to do exceedingly and abundantly and above all that we may ask or even think.
Yes.
So I'm so glad that you all are providing the information that you all are providing, and to go on with the domestic violence. You know, I was caught up in a marriage, not with Denise, thank God for Jesus, that was.
My sister said, "Don't make me come get you." He said,
Yeah, old
"That's
country
it."
girl.
Like you said.
Old country girl gave me 2 black eyes. No, she didn't. She didn't do it. No, but domestic violence is very on the uprise. It's more prevalent amongst the young folk more than it is with the older folk, and it's because we don't even know how to communicate, and we hide too much.
Mhm.
You know, we hide too much. be up, open, and front. This is something that I teach at my church. Young men plays games. Old men comes with the truth. It's time out for all of that old crazy stuff.
Yes,
You know, all of these tricks and gimmicks and all of this. You know, instead of us chasing hips, lips, and fingertips, why can't we trace the truth?
That's it.
Did you say hips, lips, and fingertips?
Yes, ma'am. Instead of us chasing hips, lips, and fingertips, why can't we face the truth?
Lips.
You got
Lips and fingertips. You get your
Yeah. We chase all of that stuff that really don't mean a whole lot. See, now she fanning. Look at her. She fanning. This thing got hot on the panel. Look at her. but that's something. That's a whole nother Ricky Lake. But I'm just glad that you all are able to express all of this kind of good stuff, because y'all are passing out some good information, and I'm sitting here viewing it, and I hope the listening and viewing audience, I hope they call in with some good questions and all of this kind of stuff. You that will be watching this, please get in contact with this information, because this is a panel of good wisdom and good information. Somebody needs it. Somebody needs this information.
right.
Yeah.
So. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at all of y'all. But I just wanted to just call in and put my little spiel and spin on it. I think you all are doing a tangible job.
Pastor.
I think y'all are doing a tangible job. Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
Pastor, before you hang up, do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
You mentioned the youth. You mentioned
Yes, sir.
you mentioned the youth, but I know some older cats that have the same problem. They don't know how to communicate, and it stems from childhood. It stems from their surroundings, their environment. Like they always say, you're a product of your environment.
Right.
So, from a pastor's mouth to the communities of the world, what is your advice to those who are raised in violence to wean themselves off of it, so to speak, to transcend what they were raised around?
You got to want to change. We can't always adapt to our environment. You know, we gotta see the problem, identify the problem, and then bring a solution to the problem. And the solution to the problem is either we're going to blend in with the statistics, or we're going to change the ratio of the statistic. You know, and this is what we got to do. You know, a lot of us make choices because we feel like this is what we had to do. Not necessarily. Out of all of the communities, out of all of the neighborhoods, out of all of this, you know, Martin Luther King said it best, I have a dream. You know, we got to always have a dream. Don't stop dreaming. If you can do better, do better.
Right.
Don't stop. Don't. Just because you were born and raised in the projects don't mean that your mindset has got to be project-ish.
Yes.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, it's time to move a little bit further. You know, that got you started. All right. But while I'm in the projects, I'm trying to find out what are my goals for my secondary. Okay, I want to go to a townhouse. I want to have my own house. You know, I'm wanting to buy a house and rent this one out so I can have income coming in. You know, I'm always wanting to upgrade, not second class. I want to go first class.
Right.
I want to go first class. That's the reason why. You know, it's mighty funny that you said that. You know, and I want to say this. We got to stop settling for what comes to us.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
Stop settling for what comes to us. You know, it's like men and women, grown folk now. This grown folk talk. Why is it that we're so afraid? We're so afraid of commitment.
Yeah.
But you'll go to a restaurant that that you don't even know the cooks. You'll go and get the waiter will come and take your order. You trust that cook based off of what You told that waiter, but you don't trust the one that you lay with.
Well,
Something
quiet church.
Quiet church. Quiet church. Commitment.
Yeah.
What are you committed to? What are you committed to?
Yeah.
So we gotta want to change. We gotta want to change.
I agree.
We got to want to change.
True.
Here we are hooking up, shacking up with folk that's not even your spouses.
That'll
You hooking up with You hooking up with hips, lips, and fingertips. Something that's gonna give you 5 minutes of passion, but a lifetime of pain.
Right.
Rather than waiting on what God has sent you.
Hello.
Waiting on what God has sent you.
One of my things that I always say is change isn't change until you change.
Right.
Right.
But you know what? The first step in that is you gotta want to change.
Right.
Like James said,
Because change,
You gotta want to change.
Right.
but it comes in action when you change.
Yeah.
So change isn't change until you change.
Absolutely.
But even if you see that person not changing, then you have to be the one to make that change.
Right.
And I'm gonna say this here. I was involved years ago, and Kim was aware of this, in the domestic violence with my ex-husband. I'm gonna put it out there, I'm saying it. And people were like, "Oh, you're married to a doctor, you should stay there, blah blah blah." I had vacations as much as I wanted to, but I had young daughters, 2-3 years old, and a teenage son. So I said what I said tonight based upon my own personal experiences, because what would to say that my son would not have to protect me? He was a teenager in school, and then either he ended up killing somebody or he being killed. I would have to live with that.
Right.
Not only that, I didn't want my young daughters growing up seeing this and feeling like they have to go out in society, and that's the kind of man they're supposed to look for.
Right.
So guess what I did? He didn't remove, so I removed myself from it and my children.
Right.
Absolutely.
So I changed.
Yes.
Because again, if I stayed there, either I would have ended up dead or I would have ended up killing him.
Right.
Because I said that to him one more time. If it takes me 3 days, I'm gonna kill you. So and it was that breaking point. And Kim of everybody is much aware of what I've gone through. Yes, I went to school with bruises on me, covered them up with makeup and things like that. But going through life, and I was like, I ain't never dealing with that no more. Because I had a choice. I made that choice to change and realized I was very careful for many, many years. I didn't get involved with nobody because you know what? I know me because I know you touch me, it's a problem. And I had kids at the same time that I had to raise. I can't raise them behind bars.
Right.
So again, like Pastor say, you have to change. So I changed because love ain't that.
All right.
It ain't even about that. My kids, is my children was that was my prize. It ain't about, oh, I love you, I'm so in love with you, I'm gonna take these slaps and bruises.
Not at all.
But my first priority was always my children.
Right. Because you didn't want them growing up thinking that was okay.
That's right. And that's what happens to a lot of families and young ladies growing up because they've seen it happen in their own families and they go through it. I put my children through counseling until they had it. It cost me. It cost me dearly. But guess what? I worked my ass off night and day, Kim J, at the penitentiary, being called bitches and hoes to ensure that my children were okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mentally.
Yep. Did that.
I did it. I'm telling you. And that's where I see some, and I've known other family members that have to deal with it and go through with it, and they think that shit's okay. Excuse my French. And it's not.
It's not
because you got your kids and your daughters going and out there and they're dealing with the same old stuff that you deal with. So how are you going to tell your children to do better when you're not even doing better?
Right.
And that's my
because a lot of people think that it's embarrassing to talk about, and it prolongs. I don't want nobody to know that this is going on because I want everybody to believe that my life is just so perfect and no. You never know what goes on behind the trenches. You never know what goes on behind closed doors. And I'm gonna tell you something. nowadays you're finding more men that are being abused than you are women.
Yes, very
Yeah,
true.
there are a
There's
lot of men.
lot
You know,
on TV.
and they don't know how to.
Yeah.
You know, we so macho and we don't want nobody to know and da 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 da. But I'm gonna tell you something. Our children are looking at us,
Yeah.
and it's a revolving cycle. If we don't get a handle on this,
Yeah.
and if we don't put a stop to this, then we're gonna start seeing them do the same thing.
Yeah, there's so many
You know,
teenagers that have
they're going to go through the same cycles that we're going through
right now.
Right.
And don't know
Right.
They're too
anything about
embarrassed
it.
to say that.
anything.
Look, mom, dad, this, my boyfriend's hitting me, or somebody's actually, abusing them.
And they grow up.
Yeah.
To be 20, 21, the
Yes.
same thing, and it goes on and on. The cycle's never broken until they're broken down and they end up dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was before we released the call, before we released the line, I was one of those kids that grew up. I grew up in Fifth Ward, Texas. And,
Wow.
And we used to ride our bikes. Our parents used to forbid us to ride down there, but when they went to work, we'd get on the bikes and 10 speeds and BMX bikes and ride down to the corner of Jensen and Lima. And that is where all the prostitution went down. And a lot of people think, when you hear these songs, the B better have my money. A lot of people think it's just a song, but we watched it.
No, that was real.
We watched it, and a lot of adults are still suffering from that. We were raised watching this, and I'm bringing it up because of what y'all are talking about. I forgot who said it. You, Pastor, or one of the ladies. We're products of our environment. And you grow up, you're watching this, and you grow up, and now you're an adult, and you think, okay, well, I watched it on the corner, so now it's real life. It's me. That's why I asked you what I asked you. How do you tell somebody that's watched this their whole lives, hey, you got to change? How do you? They're gonna look at you crazy, like,
Because that's all they know.
That's all they know.
Yeah.
That's all they know.
That's all they know.
So I'm thankful for my parents. My dad, when I was about 4, I think, about 4 years old, he moved me out of there. My mom still stayed. His first wife, my mom stayed there, and I kept running away. That's a different story. But he moved me out of there. He was intelligent enough to move me out of there so I could see
the other side.
the other side.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for that because I could probably still be stuck myself.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. That's good stuff. Man, y'all keep up the good work, man. I'm listening to y'all. Y'all are really talking about some powerful stuff, some very powerful stuff, some well-needed things that needed to be discussed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
All right, now y'all be safe.
All
Thank
right.
you.
We want to make sure our kids do not hurt like we hurt when we're in situations like that. You don't want your kids walking around like they're on eggshells every day.
Right.
We don't want them to have the
Looking over their
mentality of being afraid all the time like that. Because somebody that's afraid, you don't know when they're going to snap.
You don't know, they call those dangerous ones.
Yeah,
Dangerous
that's
ones,
right.
yeah.
That's right. You just
Yeah.
never know.
So,
You
Yeah,
don't
but that
want to
absolutely
happen.
destroys their self-esteem and everything. Also,
Yeah, it does.
It
It
does.
does. It does.
So, ladies, talk to me about this 8 paychecks a month. Like, who gets paid 8 times a month? I want to hear about this, and I want the community to hear about that. 8 checks a month? Really?
Really. But you can't just sit here and do nothing. You just can't just
You gotta put in
talk
some
about it.
work.
You gotta put in some work.
work.
You gotta put in some
Work,
work.
work,
And you
work,
can't
work.
get paid. Oh, no, work.
Denise turned back and looked at it, y'all.
Pastor calling in.
Come get a
Did
pastor.
you see that?
Blame it on the
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my can't with y'all. I swear I can't do this with y'all.
Pastor, she turned around and looked at it.
I was my shoulder. Making sure it wasn't nothing.
I'm trying to make me fall off the stool. I'm too big for this.
But I tell you,
But you gotta put in some work to see this see it 8 times a month. Just like you go, no, it's just really how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to help the next person? So if you help, just say 4 families a week, you get paid on a Wednesday, you get paid on a Friday.
Mm-hmm. And see, it has to do with the many different carriers also, because
too.
the carriers
Because
pay at different days.
Yeah.
Because you might not put everybody that you see, you might not stick them with the same carrier.
Right. They pay
So
on different days.
so they pay on different days.
Yeah, they pay on different
Why not
days.
put them with the same character?
Because
Everybody's not the same.
everybody's condition could be different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like we have one carrier that is very good with getting people approved for coverage, and you're diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of carriers won't take you if you're diabetic. Your A1C got to be this way, you got to be that way, this, that, and the third. There's a lot to go with it. And we were talking about, this being Cancer Awareness Month. A lot of people feel like once they've had cancer, they can never get coverage, and that's not the truth. We have carriers that will actually cover you, depending on how long you've been in remission.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So the longer you've been in remission, the better your chances are, and the better rate that you'll get for that.
Yeah. And
so that's why it's good to get it before you, if you know cancer runs in your family, anybody in your family, or you just suspect you might get it.
Yeah.
You go ahead and get coverage so that a whole lot. That's right. Better safe than sorry. Get you some whole life coverage, because with whole life coverage, you can actually have living benefits.
Yeah.
So that when those bills come up, what you got to pay the hospital for your treatments and stuff like that, travel expense, whatever it's going to take you away from working because you have to go through chemo, whatever the case may be. You want to be able to have some type of fund coming in the household, because the light company ain't going to care about you having cancer.
No.
They sure ain't.
They'll cut you off. Water company don't either. And I found out the gas company don't either.
They don't either.
Nobody cares.
If you still want a little internet,
you got to still pay that.
You
still got to pay it. Still got to pay it.
Yeah.
And it sure helps better if you have some type of avenue in which to pull from to help you in your time of need.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then the quicker you get started, the more equity you build up in that account.
Yeah.
The more you'll have to pull from.
Right.
Say you got $100,000 policy, and you done had it for about 10, 15 years. Can you imagine how much money you got in that policy that you can pull and use if you have some type of chronic or give me the illnesses, y'all. Chronic, terminal,
critical.
Or critical. You can have either one of those type of situations going on, and you can pull from your whole life policy.
Right.
So you want to set yourself up for success and not be left with failure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that.
And you don't want to burden nobody.
You don't want to burden nobody.
Nobody.
You don't want to burden nobody.
Ain't nobody.
And that's why we really speak to the younger people too, because the younger you are, the less expensive your policy is going to be. So if you get that policy when you're younger,
when you're young and healthy and strong,
20s, and just keep that policy, even 30, 40, but the older you get, the more expensive that policy is going to be. That's why it's so important to put it in place now, at whatever stage you are, even, if you're in a position, if you're older, and
you don't have
like 60 or so, it's going to be more expensive,
right?
But it's more beneficial to put like a larger amount aside. You're building your own bank. Right there, even at that age, you put a little bit more in there, but at least you're going to have that build up. You're going to have that equity.
There you go.
You're
going to have equity in the account.
And this is something
That's how
that
you become young.
I've been thinking about. I hadn't did it yet, but I believe I
What
am.
you think, my girl?
Well, okay, I have a
Talk to us,
16-year-old son, so I got his IUL. So just the other day, it just popped in mind. I need to get him off.
What's the IUL?
Index Universal Life Insurance.
Oh,
Okay.
Index Universal
Universal
Life
Life
Insurance
It's-
policy.
yes,
Go
yes.
ahead with it, girl.
And so I got to thinking, I'm like, I need to get him an ROP as well.
What's
yeah,
ROP?
return
The ROP is a term policy, but it's a return of premium.
Right.
Mind you,
Return
he
of premium.
is 16 right now.
Yeah.
And if I get it for a 30 year,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
it's 16 and 30, y'all know I'm not that good in
Of
math. Okay, so that'll be 46. By the time he's 46, and
Good money.
yes, and that
In
he's
the
gonna
bank.
have some good money in the
Mhm.
bank. When it expires, y'all, at 46, he'll be 46. He's still young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can get all that money back.
Yes.
Mind you, I'm praying that he already have his house paid for or whatever,
Oh, right.
or his
Mhm.
car paid for, whatever. But that is a
That's
big
necessary.
lump of
It
chunk.
is,
Big
it
lump of
is.
chunk.
Right.
A lot of money coming
Mhm.
back. And
yes.
and then whatever he have left to pay off or pay for or whatever,
Yeah.
he'll
Yeah.
have that.
Absolutely.
And he can take that
Mhm.
and put it with that IUL, or he can, put it in an annuity,
Mhm.
Yeah.
let it set. But I was just thinking about that the other day.
Yeah,
I need to do that.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
So if
Think
you
about it,
have,
yeah.
And that
just
money's
say a
tax
six-
free.
Yeah,
Yes.
tax-free money.
Tax free.
if you
Mhm.
have a 15, 16-year-old,
Yeah.
get them an IUL life insurance
Mhm.
policy, permanent policy,
Yes.
let it build money. But then you can, because you can't never have too much insurance.
Absolutely.
Get them a term policy, return of premium,
Mhm.
because that return of premium, you will get your premium money back. Now,
Yeah.
with a regular term, it's just going to expire. You have to start all over. All that money goes back into the insurance
Mhm.
company.
It sure does.
But when it expires, you get that money back.
Mhm.
You're set. If you don't have a house, or if they don't have a house at that age, it'll be enough money to put a nice
Mhm.
down payment on a
On a
house,
Mhm.
Yeah.
depending on how much you put into the RLP.
Right.
Yeah.
And just
Just-
keep in mind too that with that ROP is paying for their life,
Yes.
throughout that process
Ooh,
also. So
yes.
it's not going to be all the money, but it's still going
Right.
to be a good
A lump
sum
sum,
of money
75%
that
of
they
that
will get
money.
back.
I think. Yes.
Yes.
From
So
all that
that's a
time.
win-win all
That's
the way
a
around.
win-win.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's a win-win.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day, and I'm like,
That's
Mhm.
think I'm gonna do
It
that.
really-
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Set
yes.
him up.
Here's
That's my
some,
baby. So
here's something I read about 2 weeks ago, and it's relative to what you just said. The guy, I actually, y'all probably saw one of the articles. You'll see every now and then. I don't know what outlets, what media it is, but anyway, it'll say something to the nature of, man makes headlines, dad makes headlines for giving his child 18 acres for his 18th birthday or something like that.
Mhm.
Same thing with
Mhm.
life insurance. You can, I read another one. Mother gifts her daughter a home on her 18th birthday.
Mhm.
It all
All
starts
starts-
with stuff,
Mhm.
Yes.
insurance at
Mhm.
birth.
Yes.
Yes.
At birth,
Mhm.
they've been
Absolutely.
planning for this for birth.
Yes.
And this goes to, and I'm bringing it up because I read a lot of stuff on Facebook where people will say, I've even posted it. Don't put your kids out and you haven't taught them nothing, you haven't given them nothing,
Absolutely.
Right.
That's right.
because you feed them to the wolves.
Mhm.
Yes,
That's
you
right.
are.
Absolutely.
So parents, I wish I could go back before I turned into Mr. Thug Thistle and all of that.
Mhm.
But I would go back
Mhm.
and I would make sure that when my kids turn 18 or 21,
Mhm.
okay, you want to get out there in the world by yourself. Okay, here you go. I've been saving all my life.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Here's your home.
Mhm.
Get out.
Mm.
Get out.
Mhm.
There's your home. Because, thank God my 31-year-old has a head screwed on right now.
Mhm.
And I don't have to do that for her. But my 21-year-old, oh man, I don't know what I'm gonna do with her. But because I didn't plan
Mhm.
from
Right.
birth,
Mhm.
I can't do what I just said.
But you
Yeah.
And
can't
I'm regretting it.
plan what you didn't know
No,
You didn't
about.
know.
You didn't know.
Mhm.
I didn't know about
You
it.
didn't know
Mhm.
about.
Mhm.
Right.
But it's not too late.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta talk to her. Just gotta
Mhm.
put it in her. You gotta plant that seed. You gotta, just pray that she hear you.
Yeah.
But the things that you went through, you survived it.
Mhm.
That's the
Mhm.
thing now.
Right. Mhm.
Your
That's the big
past
thing.
made you who you are now.
Mhm.
So you good, my brother. You
Mhm.
good. You can tell these other young think they know it all. Man, been there, done that.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't worth it, or this is what's gonna happen, or this is what possibly could happen.
Right.
So this is what you need to do. So you know now.
I know
but
now.
You had to go through that.
Right.
Yeah.
To be able to be here today, to have this radio show, to have these folks come in.
This platform.
Yes. And we appreciate
So that we
you.
can
If you don't ever hear that, we
singing and
appreciate you
teaching
being
and
here.
singing and teaching and singing and teaching.
Yeah.
You had to do that so we could be here.
Yeah.
Like
Everything happened the timing.
Yeah.
Right.
Timing is everything.
Mhm.
So before now, even us, having been introduced to insurance years ago, it wasn't my time.
Right.
So everything has a time.
Right.
But everything we do revolves around time.
Right.
Yeah.
At some date and time.
That's
Absolutely. And like your 21-year-old, you may think she's not getting it, but it's sticking in her head. It's sticking
She
in
is
her.
not
So
sticking right
even
now.
though it's not time, you don't think it's
rebellious.
time. Eventually, it's gonna click.
That's right.
Well, that's what's so troubling, because my 31-year-old, she wouldn't go to work with me. You know, when they were younger, you know, I would take the 21-year-old to work with me, and I had a tree service at the time, so she would. Well, Daddy, I can't pick up that big log. What you want me to do? Well, just grab that rake over there. Anyway, I taught her. She watched her mom. Salute, shout out to her mom. Her mom has worked since she was 15. She watched me. She wasn't born when I was doing my thing in the streets. She was 4 years old. From 4 years old until now, she's seen me do nothing but work. So I'm just like, where's this? You know what she wants to be? A YouTube sensation. And
Well,
I'm
that's
like,
the
oh,
whole thing
where's
right now.
where's
So
that
many of
at?
them they're seeing
Making
all
money.
this money being made by these people that they're following on this platform on every day, and they see it. They see themselves doing that. But it's a certain skill set. It's a certain it factor. There's a lot of things that come into play.
Yeah.
It's not just I'm going to get glammed up and I'm going to do this. It's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah.
And everybody can't make it that way.
And I'm trying to tell her, that's fine. We've already invested in you a little bit. I'm not going to spend over what I've already spent. I spent like between me and her mom, but about $2,000 on headphones and computers.
We're trying to get the platforms.
Yeah. And you're not doing nothing with it. Okay, I'm not about
Gotta work it.
I'm not about to give you nothing else. So so now I forgot where I was going with that, but I'm like, that's where I was going. I don't mind you having ambition. That's what you want to do, good. But you have to have something I learned in school and from my dad, and that's a backup plan. But my dad called it contingency plan, and he made me go look it up in the dictionary. I'm like, Dad, what is that? So I had to go look it up in Webster's.
Yes,
I know what it is now, but I didn't know at 15.
Okay, what is it?
A contingency plan is a backup plan. Basically, you have to have. It's okay to have
those out there that didn't know.
It's okay to have your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions, but have a backup plan in case it don't work.
Right, because
my mama used to say,
You have
keep
a
working
in the
at it, it may
meantime and in
happen.
between
Plan
time
B.
plan
Yeah.
too.
Plan B.
I'll never forget one time my son said he wanted to be a rapper. He was trying to find himself, y'all.
Yeah.
I said, well, yeah. No.
I did too.
And I said,
My son.
oh,
I wasn't
I said,
aspiring rapper, no. But my son wanted to.
and he said, I want to write songs. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm a rap. Woo, 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 woo. And I said, no, it's not gonna work. I said, well, until you get there, we need you to go on the job. Couldn't find nothing to fit him because he had his aspirations.
Yeah.
Well, Jason wanted to be a singer too. He went down there with the little dude from Palestine. I can't remember his name. He was on American Got Talent. He tried out and stuff.
Jason is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, he got a little CD,
Too
girl.
quiet.
He got a little CD. He can sing.
Let me find out Jason can
I got to see
sing.
when he comes to the house. We're gonna have to play it for him.
Okay,
He gave it to me for Mother's Day. I was happy, proud. But I said,
my
boy, you got
goodness.
30 days to stay in my house. We over there on Lisa Lane. You got 30 days. What you gonna do? I'm gonna hear you got 30 days. Catherine Aaron crying. You put our brother out. Yep, because I don't take care of me. You grown. Yeah, 30 days. You got to went to Texas Southern when you went down here because he had no. You got to figure out what you're gonna do with your life.
Yeah.
You
LJ
ain't
went to the
staying up in my
military.
house.
He went to the Air Force.
Jason was supposed to be going to the military too.
LJ
Him and little Peabody.
Yeah, my little cousin.
Yeah, little Peabody. He was tight. They go military. The war broke out. Then one of them went to the. They like two thieves in the night, baby.
Lil Ben.
Little Ben, yeah. They were like they tight as schoolgirl. They were free. Yes. They were going to the military. The war broke. Neither one of them didn't go nowhere. He went truck driving. Jason tried to sing.
But Jason's doing all right now.
Yeah, he's doing all right. He ain't got no choice.
Right.
You
He
hard
over
on
there.
him.
That's right.
Mhm.
Then LJ decided he wanted to have his own line of clothing.
Oh snap! Little JJ.
Yeah, he actually has a notebook where he has little different designs and stuff because he's into weightlifting, exercise, and that kind of stuff. He wants to have his own sports gear type stuff. But until he,
but he's saying it right.
so he can,
He hits it
until
right on
that
the
breaks
nose.
out.
You're right.
We got to work till that break out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still got to eat before that happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You gotta have plan B. That's what my mama used to say.
Yeah.
You better have plan B. My dad said, "Girl, ain't you tired of going to school?" I said, "No, sir." When you gonna stop going to school trying to learn some stuff? Never. When you
That's
going
right.
to school? What you going to school for now, man? That's what my daddy used to say to me. But I never could get enough of learning.
Right.
That's good.
Learning about something. Learning how to make some money.
Right. But
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
lifelong.
'Cause I was
That's
like,
a lifetime. We'll never
I'm
stop
and I'm
learning.
at my age, I'm still wanting more.
Yes.
I like. I'm still trying to work.
Mhm.
Yes, you are.
I'm still trying to work.
Mhm.
Trying to get to that $1 million.
Yeah.
I have that $1 million mindset.
Yes. Yes.
And you
You know
are
what I'm
$1
saying?
million.
Because
Spending
you
that
know what I'm
one,
saying?
little
Because
at a
I never
time.
get
That's
tired of
right.
learning.
That's
Because
right.
there's so much. You're not limited. You're limited to what you want to be limited
Right.
to.
Right.
Like I can conquer the world.
Hello.
Absolutely.
Ain't nothing can stop me
And
from doing what I
can.
want to do. You know what I'm saying? So you're limited by what you choose not to
Yes.
do.
Right.
That's right.
Because can't nobody stop you from doing what you want to do.
That's
But
right.
you.
But you.
Mhm.
And I tell people I'm responsible for me being either successful or non-successful.
Mhm. That's right.
So I got so many degrees I can fall back on. I ain't gonna get a job tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
James, you didn't hear that.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying?
That's what James said, right?
You know what I'm saying? But you know, I
James is
learn because I want to do more and I want to do better. I
Mhm.
want to leave a legacy for my children and
Yes.
my grandkids.
Mhm.
I want my grandkids and my children to say, "Well, my mama worked like hell."
yeah.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
They gonna
did
say
some of
that.
everything.
She did some of
And they gonna say,
everything.
and she worked us.
Yeah.
Catherine,
Don't
Aaron,
say it
I
like
got y'all.
They don't even want to go grocery store. They mom, why you gotta go
Jason,
to
I got you.
I want to see what's new.
Yeah.
I want to see what's new. I'm an inquisitive person because
Yes.
my mom always said, "Your damn mom's gonna get you killed." But I always inquire because I wanted to know things.
Right.
You know, I ask questions because to me, no question is a dumb question. But
Right.
that's how
Right.
my mom
That's true.
taught
That's
me.
how you learn.
That's
But
right.
then when I got to the point where I was mouthy, where they get something, I can't tell you how many times I got slapped in the mouth by my mama because I wanted to know certain things and I asked a lot of questions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's our generation now. They feel like they can't ask questions. Ask the question.
No, they asked the
No,
wrong question.
But
That's
they-
the
but
problem.
no, ask the right question where it's gonna lead you to be successful.
Right. They asked the wrong question.
You know what I'm saying? Because now
Yeah.
my thing was I read a lot of books. You know, you can learn a lot by reading.
Yeah.
You know, knowledge is
Don't
power.
do that.
Right.
And you know,
And
back in the day, I look at the
parents
fact that
like
going
that.
through years ago reading about slavery, how slaves weren't able to read and they weren't allowed to read. Hell, I'm just the opposite. I wanted to read.
Right.
You know, because I'm like, well, I'm gonna read what I want to read then. They did this back in the day.
Mhm.
So I was a bookworm, y'all.
Yes.
Okay.
I was like a little nerd.
Okay.
I stayed reading. I read books. I would walk go down to the downtown library and check me some books out. So my Saturdays and Sundays, where everybody was out trying to party, so I would read.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I guess that's why I was so ambitious in a good way. Because I know
Right.
people can be ambitious and try to bump
Yeah.
people off and do all this
Yeah.
other crazy
Right.
stuff to people.
Right.
But mine was always in a good way of trying to help people and share my knowledge.
Right.
because I always was told the Bible says share knowledge.
Mhm.
You know, so my thing is I don't have problem sharing anything I know with
Right.
anybody.
Right.
You know, but because I want everybody to learn to be successful.
Successful,
Everybody,
yeah.
my sisters up on here
Absolutely.
with me.
Okay.
With me.
Okay.
Sister Slade, you have to say women, rock family. You know,
I got all my sisters with me.
yeah. You know,
They ain't playing. This is every night, y'all. Every Friday night. Just tune in.
that's right. So this is where we are. You know, learning what we know, and we sharing our knowledge with the communities about what we know about this insurance thing. Because we want to do what, girls?
Make
ladies, make
Make
ladies,
millions.
make millions. We want to make millions, and we want to make coverage contagious.
Oh, yeah, that's
Mission before the commission.
Commission before the commission.
That water strong.
It's the ice in it.
Look, Joy, that water strong.
Y'all, we also though want to introduce what else we got cooking.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh,
So
yes.
we can talk about
Oh,
that
yes.
next
Learning, always
Friday.
growing.
So y'all gotta tune in for sure next Friday.
Yes, you guys gotta tune in next Friday because we got a new venture that we're on. As you guys can see, as I was talking about earlier, we're trying to learn as much as we can learn and want to share as much as we know. So guys, we are now mortgage loan officers, MLOs. So what we do is we go out and we are yes, we are
Wait a minute, Kim.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry, just go right ahead.
No.
I just felt empowered.
Just
And that
as
song
empowered.
came in my head.
Yes.
Because that's what we are. We feel like that's how you do. It's like, you know, you learn new things and you're like little kids in a candy store, right? You know, we, as I said, Kim.
Oh,
Kim.
and she got me. It was just that vibe right there. I'm sorry.
Sorry, go
I'm gonna
ahead.
act right.
She can't
Okay,
even,
here we go,
they
y'all.
can't
Okay,
even
here we go,
contain
here we go.
themselves.
Here you go, Joyce. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Joyce. I got carried away.
Oh,
It's the sisterhood thing.
Yeah.
Y'all just got to understand
Y'all
when we
just
have
don't-
coverage over cocktails, it's because we're yoked up with the right people.
We
Right.
got to
that's
put
right.
that out there.
Yeah.
These are sisters wanting to help sisters. We don't hold anything back. Once one person knows something, we pass it on to the other one. Why? Because we want to build each other up and not tear each other down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And whenever you find a group of people that you can call your friend,
Yeah.
your real friend,
Real friend,
Yeah.
ride or
your
die.
real, your ride or die.
Yeah.
Ride or die.
Hello.
We roll, we don't roll. And we done
Yeah.
died together.
That's it. We ain't gonna die. We ain't died yet.
Y'all,
We
we
don't
ready
ride.
for that yet.
We ride hard.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
ride hard.
We ride real hard.
We eat good.
We
We
do.
sure do on Friday. This is our vacation. Let me tell y'all, Fridays, we be just can't wait to get down 45 to come down here to talk to y'all. Because on Friday, this is our vacation.
Fools had loads of stuff.
Baby,
Joyce is our girl that plans the vacation.
Yeah.
So we get down here on Friday. Our
We
girl
eat.
got it going on. You know what?
Yeah.
She make it
I'm gonna break
live.
out
She
early.
makes it good, and you know
eat.
we eat good. And I just do what I do.
We eat good and healthy now. Don't get
I
that
do
wrong.
that.
Hey, this is all I have, Mr. James. This is all I have. This is my
Yeah.
cocktail. H2O
James.
on the rock. It had some ice.
I'm
in it.
just being honest. I'm
I'm
giving
not-
somebody
I
some
got my
advice.
Yes.
If you want to ensure success for yourself, you need to yoke up with the right people.
That's
all I'm
That's all
saying.
it is.
That's
True.
all I'm saying. Yoke up with the right people. People that are like-minded, like you.
Yes.
Yes.
People who want to be entrepreneurs, just like
Right?
Cannot do. Wait, we gotta talk about our venture.
I'm sorry. So we're going to introduce the next venture. I'm going to turn it over to Joyce.
Go ahead, Joyce.
Yeah, I am so sorry. Okay. Hey, my question for you guys are. Go ahead.
Y'all crazy.
I got my church fan in my
I'm not gonna say
in my
nothing
purse.
else. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
We're gonna put that
I'm
on
gonna look at
y'all.
the paper. Go ahead. I'm just gonna look at the
Okay.
paper.
I'm gonna look at the screen.
So my question for y'all are:
What's the question?
are you ready to purchase your new home?
Yes.
Well, guess what, guys? We are mortgage loan
Loan
officers.
officers.
Yeah.
Woo,
For short, we are MLOs,
MLOs.
where we can process loans in all 50 states, guys.
Yes.
All 50 states. So
All around the world, same song.
yes. So the loans that we process, guys, down payment, assistance programs in all 50 states.
That's right.
We process VA loans, FHA loans, refinance. We do Fannie Mae, Fannie Mac, and conventional loans, guys.
Freddie's a Mac. You said
Freddie's a Mac.
Freddie Mac.
Not Bernie.
Not Bernie, but Freddie.
Freddie. Yeah.
Y'all see what I have to deal with every Friday
But she loves
and
me.
through the week.
But she loves me.
Yeah, so we can do that, guys. And also, if you're interested, Kim, I'm gonna let you take that part. I'm crying.
If you're interested in getting your credit up to date and you want to be able to purchase, whether it's a house, a car, and mainly in this situation, if you're ready to purchase your first house and you want to be able to have a good interest rate, it all depends on what your credit score looks like. So listen, we also offer debt cleanse, where we're able to help get your debt in order. You want to get your credit score to the best that it can be, so that you can have more opportunity to buy and you have more buying power.
And a lower interest rate.
Lower interest rate and more buying power. Lower rate, more power. That's what we offer as well, with educating you on how to buy a home. So listen, it doesn't matter what your situation is. If you're on Section 8,
absolutely.
if you are in between situations, and as long as you have some form of income, we can work with you. We want to work with you.
Absolutely.
If you're not exactly where you want to be to buy a house, we want to help you get there. Even if it's going to take a few months to get there, we want to help you make your first steps. Your first steps is seeing where you are, making a vision board and deciding what it is that you want for you and your family, and let us help you make your dreams come true with a home.
Oh,
absolutely.
Really, I mean, and you could be in any, that was great. Yeah. And you know what? You can actually be in any state. We do all 50 states, guys.
Exactly.
And we're proud.
We're very proud. We're very proud.
That we're able to help people.
Yes.
You know,
in more than one way.
Yeah.
In more than
Not
one
only
way.
in Texas, but we're everywhere. All 50 states, guys. So if you have family members that are in other states who may be in the process of wondering why they can't buy a house, we can help them, because we're with 171 different federal credit unions. We're actually with Capital Federal Credit Union that's doing all these loans and processing the information to make homeowners, especially for our Black and brown people out there who are wanting to get a home, and they're going to all these other title companies and trying to get loans, and they're being turned down. So we got a solution. We got a solution for them. So we have partnered up with Capital Federal Credit Union, and we have over 100. We have at least 171 offices around the country, guys, that we're able to process your loan for a home through. So therefore, if you're interested in purchasing a home, not only that can you purchase a home, you can also refinance your home as well. Also, if you're an investor out there and you're interested in investing
the hard money loans,
hard money loans, where you can invest and flip your houses and stuff, we do that as well. So hit us up.
Who's in the house flipping business? Here
Here
we are.
we are.
Yes,
That's
yes.
right. So we're gonna go more in depth with this on next
Right.
Friday. Give you guys a little bit more information on it, and how you can get this all done. Not only that, if you are interested in becoming a mortgage loan officer, yourself, yeah, we're gonna tell you how you can do that.
Absolutely.
We're gonna say that good part for next
That's
week. We
right.
don't
Yes.
we want y'all to tune
You
back
gotta
in.
Yes.
tune back in.
It's all about
Woo!
entrepreneurship. You know, we're
Yes.
a panel that's out there that's here to empower, you know, each other
Yes.
and the
Yes.
community.
Yes.
You know, because there's so many options out there for us, you know, and it's not being shared, guys.
That's right.
No.
So we're a panel that's willing to share this information with you so that you can join us, you know,
Yes.
in this quest for entrepreneurship,
That's
Yes.
being your own bank, owning your own home.
Being
This
your
is
own
what we're-
boss.
Yes, being
Yes.
your own
Being the
boss.
boss.
Yes.
Also,
So that's what we're here for.
Next week, don't we have a special guest?
Oh,
We do.
Yeah, we have a special
Yeah.
guest on next week, so you have to be here next
Oh yeah,
week.
Kim, who we
Bet.
having?
I ain't gonna tell them.
So
Just
you
tell 'em-
got to
just tell 'em.
come.
Give 'em
You
a
might
little
have
tidbit
so they can tune
I
in.
ain't gonna
I
tell
ain't
them.
gonna do
Nope.
it.
Come on, Kim. I want to
do
know.
it. I ain't gonna
I ain't gonna
But
do
give
it.
us a little tidbit,
I
maybe
ain't
not
gonna
even a
do it.
company name.
I ain't gonna do it. What else
Well,
you wanna know?
Hey, well, y'all better,
I
y'all
know
better
you
start
have
calling
to
and asking some
tune
questions.
in.
Because maybe some of y'all call in and ask questions, and maybe Kim will tell. But she
Yeah,
gonna do,
if
she
you don't
gonna
act like
move.
you interested,
She
I'm
like a
not gonna
mountain
tell
with
you.
us. She ain't gonna move.
Unless you ask me, I'm not gonna tell them. But if y'all call and ask me, we can have a conversation.
Y'all come. Somebody need to call. And
I'll
ask
give you
the
a
question.
hint.
Guys, y'all know what it's like there's so many shows out there, you know, with the Real Housewives and you know all those people clowning
Yeah,
and
we
acting
can have
fool.
that.
You know, we got some nice wine here, you know, and we're sharing information, but we're not, you know, getting insulted because Kim said that Joyce needed a bigger coffin, I mean, and things like that. And we're not hitting each other over the head with the glasses and stuff like that because we're saying silly stuff to each other. We're here because, you know, we want to have fun. We want to enjoy each other. And we want the community
That's how you look.
to call in so that we can share our.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
and
And they can laugh with us too.
Yeah, you can laugh at this is real talk, guys.
Real talk.
So real
We
real
have
talk,
fun.
You
real
know, we
Let me
situation.
see your glass bar. Let me see your
Take it
glass.
away. Take it away.
James, I'm taking Barbara's too, because she just she mixed up my words.
You know, but
Like the lip was touching us. They got to be something.
oh my
Oh,
God.
I love to have fun, you guys. We love
Yes.
to have fun,
Yeah.
and we're glad you guys are with us where we talk coverage over cocktails.
Yes.
We don't just talk, and if you have a group of family and friends that you get with on a regular basis, then you know that when you guys get together, y'all talk more than about one particular
Sure,
subject.
absolutely.
So the subjects that we talk about as girlfriends, we
Mhm.
want to be able to not only share with each other,
Yes.
but we want to share that information with you.
Yeah.
If you want to be an entrepreneur, you don't know where to get started, we want to be able to give you some tips on how to become an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
When it comes to
Come join us.
Yeah.
Join us.
Yes.
Come with us.
that's right.
Mhm.
That's right.
Come with
Come
us.
join the journey.
Yeah. We all have multiple businesses. Or
That's right.
She's a hairstylist. I have a
Right.
boutique.
Right.
Joyce have about 18, 20 things she does. I can't keep up. But she has the knowledge.
Right.
Barbara, she's
She
right
got
along
degrees
with
and stuff
yes,
too.
Yes.
Brainiac.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have some knowledge to share. and we want y'all
Absolutely.
to-
We want to share it.
Yes,
We
we wanna
want to
share.
share. That's the whole thing. We want to share. We don't want to keep it to ourselves
No,
because
we do
when
not.
God has been good to you,
Mhm.
you
Ooh,
do
gotta be
not want to
good.
keep it to yourself. You want to be
Right.
able to empower
No.
other people as well.
Mhm.
Because the more we bless others, God blesses us as well.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, he
So,
does.
so when we're sitting here clowning and having fun, you guys, we still have a serious side,
Yeah.
and that serious side is to let you know about having coverage,
And y'all
encouraging you to
see her
have
all
coverage
week.
over your family.
Water's
Mhm.
spiked.
Mhm.
I don't know
Talking about
about those. Mine not spiked.
James.
You see, I kept the bottle. Still have a corner here too.
What?
James, I don't know who she fooled. Okay, so I was saying all that to say this. We want to be able to empower you so that you can protect your family and have the resources and know what's available to you.
Right.
We want to be able to help create a dream for you. We have dreams of doing certain things with our families.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We want certain things for our families.
Yeah.
But we're here to show you how to make those dreams come true, how you can make that absolutely positively happen.
Right.
Yes. And it can happen.
It can happen.
Right.
It can be.
It can happen. Like everything else, it's got to be time put into it.
That's
but
right.
Yes.
if you want to be successful, you have to put the time in.
You got to put in
You want to
some
make
work.
the money, you got to put the time
You
in.
got to put in some work.
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 So, yeah, you have to be able to work. So, but at the same time, you can be successful. in it.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Yeah. I can go to sleep.
I'm
last night.
excited also. I think that being able to empower people, like as
people
we
buy some homes.
Yeah. That's a good feeling.
Yeah, it is.
It's a warm feeling in my chest.
It is.
It's like I help somebody.
Yeah, and guys, you need to think about it. We have a commodity. That people really need. People are selling all kinds of things out here.
That's
All
right.
kinds of things. But these are things that people need: insurance
Come on.
and home ownership.
That's right.
These are
That's
opportunities
right.
that are here available to us,
That's
and it
right.
hasn't been shared to us. So we have the chance right now to share this opportunity and bring people in so that we can live our dreams also. You can live your dreams.
That's right.
Right.
So invite your friends and family to this platform every Friday night at 8:30 to 10:30, where we give you some information. We give you some golden nuggets. We share with you our experiences and what we've learned to do. If it ain't Jesus, don't answer.
You went right to church.
I did that.
You did
I
that.
did that. We want to share with you what we've learned, as well as what we are learning.
Catherine, answer.
You know what, y'all?
Yes, Catherine.
I would like y'all to close out tonight.
Yes.
In
You want us to close out?
in 10 minutes. We're gonna stretch the show out 10 more minutes.
Okay.
I want you to close the show out on how people can be their own bank by utilizing life insurance.
Okay, people can be their own bank by utilizing insurance, by getting a whole life policy as soon as you can. You want to put as much equity as you can into that policy so that you are able to pull from that policy when necessary. Not only does it have living benefits, but it also have cash value. And with that cash value, anytime you take cash value out of that policy, it's tax-free. So whenever you have the equity that you need to pull out of that policy, you'll be able to do whatever it is that you need to do at that given moment. It could be a crisis happening. It could be a house that you're trying to buy, a vehicle you want to purchase. But you'll be able to take that money and use it for whatever it is that you're wanting to do. It could even be another business venture that you want to use it for, but you'll be able to do that. So that's one of the ways that you become your own bank, using your insurance policy. And here's another tip. You don't have to have one insurance policy. You can have 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7, 8.
2, 3, 4.
I just want to reiterate on that as well. You can also put your money into an annuity.
True.
As you put your money into an annuity, it works off the market. If the stock is up, your money goes up.
That's right.
And it'll go up to 12%. If the stock goes down, your money stays the same.
Yes.
You got to have it
Don't
in the
lose nothing.
right one, though. If you have it in a variable annuity, it's gonna
go
play.
down.
When the money goes down, when the stock go down, your money will go down.
Right.
So you got to make sure you have your money in the right
one.
place. So you want to have it in a fixed annuity.
Fixed
Yes.
annuity.
Fixed annuities. That means if it's fixed right here, it's not going
Ain't
nowhere
going nowhere.
unless
It goes
the
up.
market go up, and it
Yes, but
just
you'll
go
still
up.
have
It'll
your
never
money.
go down.
Right.
You'll still have your money. And right now, the stock is just going haywire. I have a client now who has within the month has probably lost $3,000, or maybe like in 3 weeks, and that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's
But
a
they
lot
don't
of
have
money.
annuity with you though, right?
They do now.
They do now, but they did
Mhm.
before.
They didn't before.
We want to clarify that.
Yeah.
Right.
They was losing money
They
before
were
they got
losing
with
money
Denise.
before they got with me.
Now they're not losing any money.
They're not
No.
losing any money because they have rolled over from one place to
To another.
another.
And that's with
Yeah.
the girls.
Yeah.
With the
Yes,
girls.
yes.
They,
With your
with the
girls.
girls. With your
Yes.
girls.
With your girls.
Yeah.
With your
And
girls.
again, that's why we're asking people, if you're wanting to be your own boss and you want to go into that entrepreneur field, join
Yes,
us.
join us.
Because basically everything we do is from our laptop or tablet
Exactly.
or phone. Because I can go out in the mall or anywhere and I have my phone and someone wants to join the business. All I gotta do is tap and get them
Tap,
joined.
tap, tap.
Because
Yeah.
I say I got a smartphone and my phone ain't making me no money. I got
That's
a dumb
it. It's
phone.
not smart at all, is
I
it?
got a dumb phone. I got a dumb phone. If
Yeah.
my phone is not making me money, it's supposed to be a smartphone. I got a dumb phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
All
A
right.
dumb phone. So I want to make sure my phone makes me some money.
That's
Okay.
right. That's right.
All right.
Especially out here. Go ahead, Barbara.
Okay, and to like all the teachers out there and all the people, the individuals that that have your 401ks, 403bs. Remember, you can roll over those 401ks into an annuity or into an IUL.
Yeah.
Where you can continue to earn money on those.
That's
'Cause
right.
if you take it out at the wrong time, you're gonna lose so much of your money.
Yes.
So it's so important, being your own bank. That's another way of being your own bank as well.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you pull any of it out, you're gonna get taxed.
Yes.
But if
Yes.
you roll it over, you won't get
Absolutely.
taxed. It's just a rollover. And then when you're ready and you need it, it won't be taxed.
It won't be
Right.
It
taxed.
won't be taxed.
So we're going to protect you
Yes.
Yes. By any means
and your
necessary.
money by any means
By
necessary.
any
There you
means
go.
necessary.
Get you where you
Any
need.
other questions, Mr. Malcolm?
No. No, I just that's what draws me near more than anything, because the last 2 or 3 years I've become a YouTube head, and if I don't know something, I go to YouTube.
YouTube.
Yes.
Google. You're
Yes.
right.
And
Yes.
that's where I first heard somebody say, "Be your own bank," and I'm like, man, you full of it.
Oh yeah.
But then I started listening to it, and I'm like,
It's really a
Yeah,
thing.
it's a
It is
thing.
a thing.
It's a real thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
banks take your money
Yeah.
And go invest.
and go and
Invest.
invest. Why
Yes.
can't you do that?
Well,
Well,
You
you're
invest your
earning
own
like
money.
pennies.
Why can't
You're
you do that
earning
yourself?
literally
Pennies.
pennies.
Yeah.
That's
They,
right.
they go
Mhm.
banks take your money. They go and buy annuities. They go and buy life insurance. They go and buy real estate. Why can't you do that yourself?
Absolutely.
And I started listening, and I was like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like 38, and I didn't know that
It's
Yeah.
okay.
until I was 38. And I'm like, you serious?
Right. In
Yeah.
some
Mhm.
places, like when, people come to us and want to roll over, wherever they're at, it takes them longer to roll their money over because they got their money tied up
It's
somewhere
tied
else.
up.
Yeah,
And they
that's
have
fine.
to get their
Mhm.
money back before they can roll it
Before they
over.
can roll it over. That's
So
right.
in rolling over, it might take some time because there's paperwork and
Yeah,
everything
there is
to
a
it.
timing issue.
But a lot of time, it's the people that they're with don't want to give up their
Their
money
money.
to
Mhm.
roll it over.
And they'll make a
because
lot of
they-
excuses as well.
They
to
will,
not
and,
release that
and they
money.
have that right because of the fine print. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
they can hold on to it and everything.
Hold on to it or
But
penalize
after
them
that-
drastically.
right,
Mhm.
but after that time, they have to release that money
That's
to where
right.
you want it because that's your money.
It's
Right.
your money.
Right.
Right.
So guys, again, you guys tune in with us next Friday. Right?
Friday.
We got a special guest, and also we're going to fill you in on a little bit more about the Capital Credit Union, Federal Credit Union home buying program that we're here to offer you guys, working in all 50 states, because we want people to be able to say, hey, I can turn the key because this belongs to me.
That's
There you
right.
go.
You know what I'm
I can
saying?
turn the
Yeah.
key because it
Yeah.
belongs to me.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I want people to be able to say, and of course, we're
Yes.
helping everybody. We're
Yes.
not limited to one state We're a license. We're not licensed, but we're in all 50 states.
Yes.
So we'll tell you more about how you can become a mortgage loan officer as well, which is pretty interesting.
Yes, it is.
It's very
Yes, it
interesting.
is.
Very interesting. Yes, and it's good money.
Yes, right.
You can help people be homeowners around the country. Not just here in Texas, because I'm be all over.
All over the United
They're
States.
all over the United States. So that's a blessing within itself.
Road trip.
Okay.
You can you imagine looking like what's the name and that lady and the girlfriend thing that's when they were taking a road trip with the convertible down.
Okay.
We riding two in the back and two in the front.
James, you're right. James said pay it forward. Yes, James, exactly what we plan on doing is paying it forward. Then he says, another great show, ladies.
Thank you.
You all be careful
you.
going home. Thank you, James.
Thank
We
you.
will.
All
I
right.
get everybody to call if I give them
Everybody
road
later.
disaster. I have to pull out Smith and Wesson, but
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Well, listen, again, as Joyce said, join us next Friday, same bat
I'm
time,
excited.
same bat channel. We'll be here from 8:30 to 10:30. Next Friday, we do have a special guest, surprise guest. Just come on back and talk to us. Have some
Yeah.
questions.
Y'all didn't
for
even
us.
ask the
Y'all are
question as to
too
who the guest is
quiet.
gonna be.
Okay.
Man, James, I wanted to know.
Well, next
Love
Friday,
y'all.
we'll be talking coverage over
cocktails.
cocktails. Woo, woo, woo. Okay.
Yeah. She running up out of here.
Yeah, them 2 bottles of water she already drunk.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. Y'all,
I needed that cold.
like James said, another great show on Let's Talk Coverage Over Cocktails. Y'all join us every Friday night from 8:30 to 10:30 with all of these ladies right here. If you have any questions, it doesn't stop when the show stops. You can call the numbers that are on the screen right now, y'all. Not the number on the bottom of the screen, but the number on the flyer.
Yes.
Let me get this out of y'all's way so I don't confuse anybody. This is boom, gone. All these numbers on the screen, you can call anybody. Is that correct, Joyce?
That's correct.
Kimberly?
Yes, absolutely.
Call anybody on this screen if you're interested in not only talking coverage over cocktails every Friday night, but getting some life insurance, protecting your family.
Yes.
Preventing your family from building GoFundMes when a loved one passes away.
Yes, absolutely.
From preventing family members from having fish fries every time a family member passes away. Life insurance will cover all of that. It will cover not only the burial, it'll also help support you and your family once your loved one has passed away.
That's right.
And at that point, you can start being your own bank. Like I've already mentioned, like the ladies have already mentioned, how can you be your own bank? You can be your own bank by cutting out the middleman. The bank is the middleman.
Yes, right.
Bank is the middleman. You cut them out. You can do exactly what they do with your money. And
yes,
and that's on a serious note. I know I play a lot, and I know these ladies play a lot, but that's a serious note. We want y'all to get out of this. That's the point of having this show, to change the mindset. Change your mindsets and be your own bank. Protect your families from financial devastation when your loved ones pass away.
That's right.
Join us. Tag a friend. Press hashtag replay in the comments, and we'll see y'all next week with all of these ladies. And all of the glasses are empty, so we can't toast. But we want y'all to make sure. That's another point we want you to make. This is a fun show. Don't think we're just on here drinking and having fun. No, it's just we're drinking responsibly. We're all adults. We want y'all to start at about every Friday night, every Friday afternoon, at about, I don't know, 1 or 2 o'clock, maybe noon. Put your favorite bottle of wine, your favorite bottle of alcohol, a cocktail, whatever you want to call it. I don't drink cocktails; they're too sweet. But put your favorite liquor, your favorite adult beverage in the freezer, in the refrigerator, and get ready for this show, because it's an adult show talking about adult things, and that is protecting your family, that is being your own bank, and that is leveraging life insurance. Why? Because these ladies want to make life insurance contagious, and so do I. So do I. You should be on the same page. So join us. That's all we got tonight on the Let's Talk Coverage Over Cocktail show. Good night, everybody.
Good night.